So today we're looking at some of the best cases for the OnePlus 11. This is going to be part 2. I'll leave the first video down below along with everything covered in today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. The Tough Armor case by Spigen comes in 2 different colors, black, and the one shown here is metal slate. This one is a hybrid case where it's got a softer TPU material on the inside. Also appears to have a softer touch material here on the back as well. This one actually has a really nice design here on the back. It's got just enough protection there around the cameras. It's a nice and large opening for the alert slider. The buttons could stick out a little bit more in my opinion, but they actually work really good, nice and clicky. You barely have to push them to get them to work. It's got just enough screen protection there on the sides and plenty on the top and bottom. Nice and large cutout there for the charging port on the bottom. You also have a metal kickstand here on the back. Gives you 2 different angles when in the stand position. Weighs in at 56 grams for the case itself, 262 grams with the case on. Also seems to have some pretty good grip here along the sides. Overall, just a pretty nice, rugged, yet somewhat slim case from Spigen. Now, if you want something a little more rugged, and it has an option for a built-in screen protector, this is the Guardian case by Poetic. Comes in several different colors, pink, green, blue, and the one shown here is black. You've got the option with a screen protector or without. It's pretty simple to just snap the screen protector right on the front and then just work your way around the edges until it pops into the back part. You'll notice really nice screen protection there on the front, especially at the top and bottom. And yeah, you can feel the screen protector on there, but just barely. This one actually seems pretty good. Feels nice and smooth for the most part. You'll probably have to add another fingerprint scanner once you put the screen protector on, but once you do that, it actually appears to work pretty good. Power and volume buttons seem to stick out plenty on this case, so they're easy to locate without looking, and they seem to work pretty good as well. They've got some pretty good clickiness to them. Pretty nice design overall on the back. Just keep in mind, because this is clear on the back, you are going to get some fingerprints, so you'll probably just have to clean it from time to time. It has just a little bit of branding down at the bottom. And then you've also got a flap over the charging port. Nice cutout for the speaker as well. Also has a nice ridge here around the cameras on the back. And as far as the alert slider goes, I don't think you can do much better than on this case. Really nice and easy to get to. Only about 48 grams for the case itself. Weighs in at 254 grams with the case on. Now the Fusion X case by Rinky. I always like this case. Comes in 2 different options, black or the one shown here is camo black. This one has military grade drop protection. This one definitely has a military style look to it, but it's actually pretty thin and has a nice soft TPU material around the edges. Doesn't really flex at all there on the back. And sort of a nice texture there as well. Pretty easy to put this case on, and it's got a nice and snug fit too. Almost flush there on the sides of the screen. Nice protection on the top and bottom. Has some nice texture on the sides that gives it a little extra grip. You've also got holes on each side for a lanyard. I like the texture on the power button. Both power and volume buttons seem to stick out plenty on each side as well. As far as functionality goes, this is definitely one of the best cases that I've tested. It definitely some of the clickiest buttons as well. Fairly easy to get to the alert slider. You've also got a nice oversized cutout for the charging port. You've also got a nice lip going around the cameras on the back, so you don't have to worry about getting those scratched up. You can still see the OnePlus logo there on the back, and then just the Rinky logo down there at the bottom. Overall, just nice rugged look to this case. One of the lighter cases out there, only 36 grams. Only weighs in at 240 grams with the case on. Overall, just a really nice rugged, slim case by Rinky. Now, if you just want a slim case for your OnePlus 11, this one by Macavo actually looks and feels pretty nice. It's got a soft touch material pretty much all over. It's got a hard plastic shell there on the back, sort of frosted. They also throw in a lens protector for the cameras on the back. Super easy to put this case on. This one has good screen protection on the top and bottom. Not much on the sides though, but you can see a really nice design here on the back. You can just barely see the OnePlus logo. The ring around the cameras on the back, actually probably enough protection, but don't forget they also throw in the screen protector for the cameras as well. Definitely some of the best power and volume buttons on how far they stick out and how much clickiness they have. Basically perfect buttons in my opinion. The one thing I see they could improve on though is making the opening for the alert slider a little bit larger. But everything else on this case actually is really nice. Extra large opening for the charging port on the bottom. Only 30 grams for the case itself. Only 234 grams with the case on. Overall, just a really nice slim case here with decent grip as well. Main thing I would improve is going to be the alert slider. Other than that, pretty nice case here by Macavo. Now, probably one of the most rugged cases for the OnePlus 11 is going to be the Revolution case by Poetic. It comes in 3 different colors, pink, blue, and the one shown here is black. This one also has military grade drop protection as well. Nice thing is you have the option of with a screen protector or without. Pretty simple to just snap the screen protector on and then just sort of work your way around the edges to get it to snap in to the back. You'll probably have to add another fingerprint since this has the built-in screen protector, but it actually works pretty good even with that on there. So of course you have nice screen protection on the front. Power and volume buttons seem to stick out just enough, and they've got some pretty nice clickiness to them. Probably one of the easier ones to get to the alert slider. Extra large opening, that's always nice to see. You also have a flap that covers up the charging port as well. Also has nice protection for the cameras on the back. Plus you have the built-in kickstand here in the center as well, which you can use in portrait or landscape mode. Weighs in at 70 grams for the case itself. Weighs in at 276 grams with the case on. I feel like they made the sides a little bit softer, which definitely makes it easier to get the case off. Like I said, easily one of the most rugged cases for the OnePlus 11. Now the Dual Shield Grip case by Tudio, part of their Merge series, comes in several different colors: pink, green, black, blue, and the one shown here is gray. As you can see, this is a hybrid case, softer TPU material on the inside, harder plastic shell there on the back. Doesn't really flex much either. Pretty simple to snap this case on. Looks like it's got just enough screen protection on the sides and top and bottom. Power and volume buttons stick out plenty on this one. For some reason, the volume buttons seem to have more clickiness than the power button, but they both actually work really nice. Nice opening for the alert slider. And it's got a nice ring around the cameras on the back, so you're not gonna have to worry about those getting all scratched up. Also has a little bit of texture here on the sides to give it some extra grip when you're holding it. A nice and large cutout for the charging port on the bottom. You've also got a little bit of texture here on the back. Weighs in at 48 grams for the case itself. 254 grams with the case on. Overall, pretty nice, slim, yet still rugged case from Tudio.
So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.